welcome back to This Friday with me, Betty. I'm so glad that you're watching. I'm looking at the, tweets on X. Mingi sana, I'm seeing that you're really excited about the Bahatis being on the show, but of course the show in general. Talking about what we have for you lined up. Of course, we have Willis, the word master. He's in Kisii County. Let's just touch base with him kidogo. Willis, you're there. Are you loving the show so far?
Betty, as usual, the show runs so nicely, and I'm really enjoying it because I am able to watch it from this end, courtesy of my cameraman, that is Alfayo Kombo,
who does a fantastic job. Willis, we have the Bahatis in studio, and they have a new show, Bahati's Empire. So do you say empire or empire?
Betty, you say empire.
Okay.
Empire.
All
That's
right.
a simple one, Betty.
Okay. I was waiting for a surprise, Willis. Okay. So we'll be touching base with you in about 15 minutes, Willis, and looking forward to which is which. Stay put. All right. So Willis, the word master there, umesikia is vile mnasema empire. The Bahatis. You guys, Diana, Kyoko, how are you guys doing?
Fabulous, amazing. We feel good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you been able to sleep? Because I know yesterday was a heavy, heavy day. Have you been able to rest? And why did you have to do the launch so abruptly?
He's the man. He takes the lead.
So he takes the lead. Let's hear from Baha.
I think, of course, we had a vision of doing something big, even though not this soon. When we got the opportunity to produce the first reality TV show, in East Africa for Netflix, we knew this is it, of course, and we were like, tutaifanyia launch nini? So, but we never told them the plans.
Yes.
Tulikuwa tunajua watatupea good notice and all that. So I think after we have delivered the show, they were like, this is it.
Okay.
And they made a decision. Guys, you need to go on air.
Wow.
So when we got the news,
Pressure.
And as the Bahatis, we don't like doing anything in a small way.
Of course.
Lazima tuiongeze.
Lazima muongeze kila kitu, muongeze vitu tutaongea about in a few minutes. But also, Dan, I know you actually called most of the people. You told us yesterday you called 100 people to come to call for you. What was it important for you to call, to do that?
I would say we would not be where we are today without the fan base that we have. And our fan base cuts across, media personalities, A-list celebrities, down to our fans, Mama Mboga, kule nje, and it was important for them to witness this. For us, we call it a historic moment because we gave out our energy, we gave out everything. We totally sold out ourselves on this show. So I just needed everybody to just come and witness this big thing.
And talking about everybody, mulipata aje Rigiji? First of all, you said it was at a 24-hour notice, was it?
Yeah.
How did you think about it to invite him? Did he want to come?
Betty, when you want to go big, you go big. And when you're big, you either go big or go home. And I knew I had 24 hours to plan the launch, 24 hours to invite people like Betty Kialo, you understand? And I knew because by doing this show, we're opening so many doors to, to what can I say, to content creators, filmmakers, because this is basically the biggest streaming platform in the world, Netflix.
Right.
And ukipewa opportunity kama hiyo, like right now, just before I came in, we have done a post on our pages, on our Instagram.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And yes, and we are telling people, when Netflix imekuwa ikipea Kenyan producers kazi, it's because they are making content for Kenya. So even when they told us, do the first reality, I know it's normal. They did it for Kenya. So when they have put the show on the platform, yes, they know we have fans across Africa. So they have locked it within Africa.
Yeah, I've seen that.
They didn't know that the Bahatis are global.
I've seen people complaining from the States.
Well, yes, what wana, hata ndio nimeambiwa say go tag kwa hiyo comment
and tell them be global.
Because Kenyans, we are no longer local anymore.
Yes.
So for that, Nini, I called the deputy president and I told him, I know this is a short notice. Your protocol doesn't allow this, but please, you need to honor this for the sake of the industry.
Right.
And the sake of, you know, young people, the creatives who are doing this. Nikamwambia mimi ningependa ningeandika barua like, you know.
Wana hizi barua zako
yes.
Bahati.
But he was like, he was in Nyeri, I remember, and he made, unajua hiyo ilikuwa heshima sana. He traveled, and by surprise, he was there on time.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Congratulations for that.
Yeah.
Now, I want you guys to take me back. You know, it's such a big deal, you know, having the first family, you know, on Netflix, right? How was it the first day when you got the call from them? What did you, and why didn't you tell us? You've kept this thing a secret for how many months? Is it 8?
8 months, yes.
So tell me that the feeling, where were you? What were you guys up to when you got that, you know, communication that I want you to produce a show? Majina kuja.
Nikaala jiju ya kuoverwork.
Hey, overwork, fatigue.
Been overworking, yeah.
You know, I keep on saying this to inspire people and for people to know that the sky is not the limit. So actually we sat down, we said we're going to do this reality show and we pitched locally, but unfortunately or fortunately,
Unfortunately,
or then again, God's plan.
Yes.
Naweza sema our doors were shut locally and alikuwa na feel, you know, some type of way. So nikamwambia, you know what, let's go and knock on Netflix doors and just see what, you know, what they'll say. It doesn't cost anything to give them a shout. And we got a contact, we sent our pitch, and they loved what they saw. It was actually a 7-minute pitch, and they loved what they saw. And after that, it was, you know, the communication was open. I'd say a week later, we were given an agency to work with, based in South Africa. And we were told, you can now, you know, start engaging each other and talk. And for us,
I can imagine. As in, like,
I don't have words.
And
so,
just to you know, to clarify, which I feel like it's a good thing. At times, a no, you can be told a no, but si kubaya. You understand? And I understand we have just ventured into production as a new producer, because this show, Betty, we have written the script. We have directed our team internal. Locally. Yes, we build it's like it's a new team, you know. EMB Entertainment is a new team, new producers, new editors. And you see, when you approach a big station, you understand? Yes. Of course, atakuuliza, what have you done before? Because, you know, the first time we were on TV, we came with being Bahati. And you know, it's just good to appreciate. You know, we co-produced it with Eugene. Yes. And, you know, he's a big producer. So even though most of the creation and the storyline, I think like 100%, because he did the technical, was from me. But you see, you're not a producer officially. So all the credit goes to somebody else. You understand, which is very normal. Of course, we did Bahati reality later, but we had not established ourselves as producers. So it's normal for anyone to tell you no. You understand? But when I was approaching people with this show, I knew, Betty, I'm making the biggest reality Kenya. Sikatai uko na show wewe kali sana. You know, I don't want to repeat. Sikatai, you know, it must be Ni kali sana, and it has been created by my very good friend.
Yes.
You understand, Betty?
Yes.
And I watch it by the because.
Thank you so much.
Wacha niseme because of your small sister.
Aweacha.
Diana akiwa hapa.
Weachana na Gloria.
Sawa. But you understand. But I knew what I wanted to create was on another level.
Yes.
So I think one of the things that made Netflix believe in us was the numbers. They believed that we can pull numbers, which we
you guys have how many followers? Yesterday you were bragging to us that you're the most followed artist.
Over 10 million.
10 million together,
Over,
10
yeah.
million, wow.
Yeah, on our socials together.
Fantastic.
You understand?
Yes.
So, and I also want to thank, of course, TV47. Guess what?
Tell me.
TV47 is the only media station in Kenya that took our show, another show, without knowing I'm doing a show for Netflix.
Really?
We have a show coming on TV47.
Really? Are they?
Yes.
You heard
So
it here?
they believed us as producers.
What's the show about? I work here and I don't even know. You guys
I know.
kuficha vitu
Wacha
sana.
to see. Right now people are talking about the Bahati Empire, but it's another big show that we have produced, and Diana is the main cast.
What?
Yeah, Diana is the
You
main
guys.
cast. So she's joining you on TV.
So it's nice to meet you, my
Yeah.
colleague.
It's a
here
pleasure,
at
my
TV47.
colleague.
Yeah.
Tuko tunaingia tunapaka hapo anasema, oh, Betty amefika.
Oh, tunavaa nini leo?
Navaa nini?
Tufanye nini leo?
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
47 it is. So I want to ask just quickly, how many doors did you knock on that said no? How many stations?
Of course, several. And like I always say, I love growth, you know, because when you're told no, maybe you're given a reason that you go and work on.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Someone that told you no yesterday is maybe the one that will give you the biggest platform tomorrow.
Yeah, opportunity.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the only thing I know, it's because kulikuwa na hiyo, what have you done before? No one wants to gamble with their, you understand?
Yes.
And we want to thank, of course, Netflix for believing in us as a streaming platform.
Right.
And of course, TV47 for believing.
For believing in you guys.
Yeah,
and everybody
yeah.
else.
And that's why, by the way, this is our first TV interview in 2024.
I appreciate right
Yeah,
here.
we feel at home.
You feel at this is
Yeah.
your home, and this is also the home of untold stories that like the one we'll be having from Diana. All right, let's just go to the content of the show, because just looking at the trailer, even yesterday you could not play that trailer in front of the deputy president, because I think protocol said that there's some things that were in there that were too hot to handle. Your trailer, I was just looking at it, I'm like, oh my goodness. So that show, how much drama are we expecting? And do you feel like you guys have given a lot, those things about abortion, this thing about, like, there's so many tight things, Let
me tell you something.
It's really hot.
Yeah. Can I tell you something? We have not given a lot. We have given the reality. Because, you see, why do you want to be a reality TV star if you only want to show
The good side.
the good side? You inspire by showing both the sad times and the happy side, the happy times. As a couple, Betty, when you, what can I say, when you sign with the public, once you are a public figure, let me say, once you are a public figure, it's like signing off your privacy. It's
terrible.
Just like that. Once you, ile siku unasema umefungua Twitter na unataka followers, of course kuna limits and all that, but we have given a true, or rather we have shown a true reflection of a Kenyan family. What you go through, what the cameraman goes through, the director and all that. We have tried to be ourselves. And the beauty of this is, yes, there is the high life, but there is, kuna ile sasa, let's get real. Like, my favorite episode personally, it's episode 4. Episode 4, it's called Who is Diana? And personally, I have understood my wife better than I knew her for the last 7 years we've been together.
Like through the
Through
show?
that, yes, because it was so raw and unscripted. It was actually, sijui niwaambie vitu mingi. Just go and watch the show.
Yeah, but I mean, Diana, also just listen to what Bahati is saying. You know, some of those things, because I've done reality, and sometimes it becomes so heated, and you feel like you don't want to see this person. You become angry at each other because somebody said this or somebody did this. Like, how are you able to have such heated, conversations out there or on the show while shooting, and still come home and be husband and wife and parents to your children?
You see, it starts by becoming friends before him being my husband. He needs to understand me on the level of, first of all, we are friends. I have my own personal space as Diana. You have yours. I have to respect you. And above all, we have children looking up to us. So we can't go out there with, all that energy and come back home and direct that negative energy to our kids. So we just have to somehow find the balance, and we cannot allow our children to see us in a state of, we are not in good terms.
Yes.
So to be honest, it's difficult because sometimes I just look at him and I'm like, how did I even end up with you? And how have I survived? Sometimes
7 years.
Sometimes I'm like, hey, unajua mimi nimesurvive kwa indoor, But you see, marriage, it's the ups, the downs that make this whole thing a beautiful place to be. Because now we sit down and look back and we see we were going through this mountain, and we challenged the mountain and we came past it. And every other time you grow, every, year 1, year 2, different challenges.
Yes.
But of importance is to understand who he is and what he values.
Yes.
And for me, I think he values so much respect, and that is what I give him. Yeah.
Preach, sis, preach.
I preach.
Unafaa kuandika kitabu tueleze. I mean, just talking also about your family, there's always that feeling that you don't want to, to involve your kids in so much, because these are things that they're going to be, experiencing the rest of their lives. So how also are you protecting your kids? Are they in the show? Are they taking like serious roles in the show? And how do you make sure that all these cameras, all this vavavoom, the showbiz also just makes sure that they still remain to be kids and they grow up kama watoto wengine tu?
On the show, our kids have, of course, we have introduced them on the show.
And Malaika?
Yeah, we have actually unveiled her face.
She's gorgeous, she's so pretty and chubby.
Lakini anafanana mimi.
Anafanana bedhe, anafanana.
It's me.
Ni kala
Anafanana na mimi.
Hata kala ni grading imemsaidia.
Anafanana na mimi.
Let me tell you, that baby is so cute.
Thank you.
Why did you hide her by there before unianze? Mbona mlimfisha for how long? 8 months?
No, she's now a year 7 months.
A year 7 months.
Yeah.
For a year 7 months.
Aki tunawashwanga unaenda kwa hoteli siku ya vacation. Unapata kuna mtu anataka tu kumpiga picha. We were tired. Yeah.
No, but honestly, she's so pretty, and
thank you.
Just going back to that question that I was asking.
Yes.
Like mda protectaji watu wenyu, all your 5 kids. Man, 5 children, Bahati pia unajaribu. Mumeacha watu to expect wengine.
Lazima tuongeze.
No, atuongeze. Wewe, tuongeze mimi ni bebe, huko nje unafanya mambo zako.
Kwani unaongeza peke yako?
Tunabeba pamoja.
Tulia.
Exactly.
Let me tell you, Betty, we know we're in a very tricky, just to answer your question, in a very tricky industry.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we found ourselves there. It shall happen, and you can't give up useme sasa, utarudi tena, unasemaje, utarudi tena nyuma, you understand? The only thing we teach our kids is what people say doesn't define you.
Who you are.
What people write about you, what they say about you, what they tell you, that doesn't change anything. What matters the most is who the person you are. Unajua, we ni nani, you understand, and you know yourself.
Yes.
And we don't show our kids that they should be afraid, you know, to make mistakes, to lose, because they learn through that.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Even though kwa show yetu hatujawaeka sana, because also the platform Netflix has rules,
yes,
you know.
Yes.
Hatujaweka kama main, they're just coming to introduce the family, going to school and all that. Even though, of course, we have tried to address, you know, things
Yes.
that people say online, you understand?
Yes, yes.
And at times, it's just to show them that there's no big deal. Unaelewa? Like 2 days ago, I posted a photo, and this photo ilikuwa, because people make rumors, you understand? And you know, when people make rumors, when at times when you're quiet, they think, huyu msee anakuanga amebreakiwa. You understand? So, usha joke na hiyo kitu, they no longer
have any weight on you.
Because you see, like our firstborn son, you know, this is a child we hold dearly. A child that his story, hata uwezi taka mtu a joke naye. But ukishaona mtu ana joke, anasema anafanana na huyu, you understand?
Yes, yes.
And you know, this is a child nimekuwa na even before I met my wife,
yes.
You understand? But will you uteka vitu kwa heart?
Yeah. Ni ngumu.
Unamwonyesha, you know what? You need to be strong.
Yes.
In this world, people will say anything. And, you know, we need to teach our kids.
Yes.
Because in the generations to come, it may be worse than what we're seeing today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And nothing should bring you down.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Hiyo ni kweli, by the way, you know, we live by those words, you know, as people who are in the media, in the space. But sasa natakuuliza, mbona mnakuanga na vipindi mingi? Kwanza Bahati, why did you wear a red dress the other day?
Babe, lakini mbona unanifanyanga hivyo? Hii content creative. Wacha mimi nirudi muziki. Wewe ndio unaniharibu.
Mapenzi
no wonder sasa aimbi anymore. The last time ametoa song ni when? When's the last time Baha?
8 months ago. And it was because of the show.
You're using that production as an excuse for everything. Let me ask you, first of all, you guys do crazy things. Yani, I just look at you, I'm like, mnatoa ngapi hiyo nguvu ya kukua that bold? You know, there's a way you can play with your husband or, you know, your partner at home. Na hizo ni vitu tu zenyu. Lakini mnatuonyeshanga tu everything. Kuna zingine mnaficha ama ni kila kitu mmetuonyesha?
Unajua sisi tunaonyesha watu ile kitu wewe unaficha.
Lakini si kuna zile vitu kama couple mnafaa kuwa mnaficha, mnasema baby sasa hivi
kama ile ya kusugua meno yenye tulitumia toothbrush same.
You guys
mambo kawaida sana.
You know, Betty, what I keep on saying, I say if you live by the applauses, you'll definitely die by the booze. So for us, we are authentically real. We are ourselves.
Yes.
And we do what makes us happy. You see, when we're doing things, we don't do things tukisema, haya, society watasemaje, haya, huyu akiona atasemaje, we are happy.
Yes.
You know, we do what makes us happy. And as long as in our house we are happy, we are okay, it stops at that and it ends at that. The public opinion, whatever they want to say about us,
because glory belongs to God.
Yes.
Sisi wengine tufai kupewa sifa sana.
Have you guys ever posted something na mukaona, yeah, this by the here tungefanya? Be honest. Like, is there anything you've ever done?
Yeah, I have.
Tell me one thing.
Mimi.
Weza kuwa ni mingi lakini
mimi personally. Kuna moja nilipost, sijui nikivuta nini. You know, personally, I have never smoked, by the way. I am not a drunkard. I have yani, but sasa kuna ile unafanya hata ile ya sasa hiyo nilifeel nimechoma. Hadi nikafeel nimechoma. Nikafeel yenyewe nimechoma. You know, at times you learn through the mistakes. And the best thing in life is to correct yourself.
Yes, yes.
And also, you know, you have people,
yes.
you must be, as much as you aujali sana, but you must lazima usikize watu. Mimi sina kizungu poa kama yake. Jua mimi ni wa Mathare. Huyu ni babi. Uliona hata jana speech.
You know, speech yake, but yesterday you gave such a nice speech, akakupraise almost for like, what? I think half of a speech was saying that you're a pillar, the anchor, the fortress.
Kwa nasikio Kizungu.
Because kuna mali niliona ulisema hata ulilia. Ulilia akiongea hivyo on stage.
I was touched. Yes.
All right. Are these things that you guys tell each other at home? Ama tu you come out here and tell people in the public?
We at home we are even yani sisi ni sisi tu. You understand?
Yes.
And kama vitu haziko poa. Of course kuna saa in every marriage mtapata mnakosana. It's normal.
Yes.
Because kwanza nyinyi mnaamkanga na mood. Angine mtu hajakosea tu, umekasirika tu bure.
Yeah. The emotions, because so many emotions, hormones, and everything.
So, but at the end of the day, this is the person that I chose to love for the rest of my life. And I did not choose her because of the good things she'll do for me. I chose her for who she is, you know. And that's what matters.
That's really nice. So let's come to this, the announcement for Netflix. Hey, you guys, amogopangi. So first of all, you posted the pictures, ulikuongelea, of Wanyama and B, and Diana B. First of all, why? Now, did you ask him if you can use the picture? Ama mulifanya tu hivyo tu?
But why should I ask him? While ni picha yake na rafiki yake, you understand? That was, let me tell you something. Yeah, because let me tell you something.
But mtu mwingine maybe ana familia yake nini?
Because that's what you think. I never said anything.
But why would you post a picture like that just
to kill that rumor?
Yeah.
Because that's what you think. You understand?
So you're saying was it to kill the rumor?
You understand?
Ama to just chase the clout kidogo for the
Let me tell you, Wanyama is my friend. Mariga is my friend. I even campaigned for Mariga in Kibra. You understand? But you see, at times you see rumors, and you know, when you're quiet, they fuel more rumors.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But when you show, hii ni kawaida. You understand?
Like why that time when you were just about to announce? So was it just also
because that's one of the things that people always talk about. And in our show we will address so many rumors. You understand? I don't want to address them here, but on our show, when you go and stream right now, because I know we're almost trending at number 1 on Netflix.
Fantastic.
You'll get all these. We have addressed them. You understand? From anything, and so much that people don't know about, you know. But what I can tell you, Betty, is the reason it brought a lot of talk, it's because these people always talk about it.
Yes.
And we don't respond.
But the way it sounded is like you guys have broken up. And of course it was to bring the hype, you know, to the show.
Because na hiyo ndio kitu wangetamani.
Hakuna kitu ningetumia yani ingekuwa tu yani the only.
Sasa tu yani ile kitu mnapendanga kuinini.
Sasa tutaki mkiongelelea.
Yani, unaona wangekuwa unajua wangekuwa wangekuwa wanaongelelea mimi na date Betty, Diana angepost. Because that's what they're talking about. But and it's not Photoshop. It's a photo, you know, like the way I can have a friend and take a photo, you know, and people create stories. So
even you posted the picture was, you know, to just kudunga watu na pia to make sure we watch Bahati Empire. Then I wanted to say something.
No, I think it's just in the same line. You give people what they want, you know, and people like to feed on a lot of negative energy. And you see, like he said, we've been quiet, and people have been talking. And of course, us being quiet creates something. So, kuna kitu mnaficha, you know, there's something you don't want to tell us, nini. So, you don't want me to have friends, you know? I can't take pictures and post with somebody, or is it just because he is a footballer or he's a celebrity, and that's why now you want to come out and create all, you know, this. So we give people what they want to hear.
So it was just friendship between you and Wanyama, all these things, it was just creation of the internet?
Yes.
Completely?
Yeah, because like right now, just to, let me ask you a question. I don't like talking about my
Yes.
adopted son in public, but most of our fans know the story. I adopted my son from the children's home I grew in,
Yes.
ABC Kenya Children's Home. And his story is, maybe one day he will tell his story. You don't have to talk about, kids and all that.
Yes.
But it's a very sad story, from Madare. It involves a lot, a dump site and all that. So you imagine, people are always talking, and because they create, and one of the days, I don't think Wanyama is as strong as I am.
Yes.
It was trending that this is his son. You
Wow.
understand?
Yes.
And I think it caught him, and it's a cruel social media world.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I came out to address it, would it help anything? No.
No.
You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Because the more you address, the more
They want more.
you understand. So what do? You become sarcastic about it and you move on.
Yes.
Or you just let go.
Yes, yes.
So that's how we have.
Yeah.
Because you try as much as hawa tukionyesha uko serious. Eh?
Washakumaliza. Diana, during the launch, you said something very profound about, how Bahati has been there for you when you're trending #1 on X.
Yes.
That place is something
Crazy,
else.
yeah.
How do you handle it? Because all of us have different ways to handle it. Because I think all of us have gone through it. As long as you're a media personality in Kenya, a public person. How do you go through it? You raised it during the launch yesterday, and I just want to know, how do you feel? Do you feel hurt? Do you, even give it energy? What do you do when now things are outside? That was Diana, now Nyama, and all these things.
One thing my husband has taught me over the years that I picked was learn to die to public opinion. The same people who wake up today and praise you are the same people who will wake up tomorrow and talk trash about you. And that's the circle,
Yes.
And you'll find huyu mtu atakutana leo, and tomorrow the same person wants help. The same person tells you nilipia rent, school fees,
Sina food.
my son, sina food, my son is in hospital. It's a cruel world. And sometimes people go through so much. And I keep on saying, it's not me, it's them,
Yes.
Yes. And the #1 thing that I liked, even the deputy president said, mi nimetukanwa mara ngapi? People mock me. People have said a lot about
Yes,
me.
yes.
What do?
Yes.
You ignore.
Completely.
And I think that is what has, brought us to this far. We ignore. Betty, you cannot direct me to have a positive opinion about you
Yes.
if I don't want to. That's upon me. That's upon me to say whether I like you or not. And my opinion is final. But it is for you to know, will I take what Diana thinks about me? And that is where we are.
Okay.
So there is nothing really to handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel bad when she's trending in an auto namtukana huko nje? I mean, he doesn't get it.
No, let me tell you, if I feel bad, ataanza kukuwa msofti.
Yeah.
Sasa na feel bad nini?
So unamwachilianga tu naambiwa
Bwana tuende ruka huko depend to swim tukisonga.
But then he doesn't care. He doesn't
Yeah.
care. What people are saying,
and you see,
no.
atumetukanwa huko
No.
na
And
trend,
the times
nothing.
she will trend for, Betty, one of the things that it is so tough, and I think that is why she's one of the most subscribed. Being real is rare, so rare in our content creation.
Yeah.
So there are sometimes maybe we want to talk to a certain people, maybe, ladies, maybe, and then you'll give a story of a real life situation.
Yes, yes.
Like what you have done on our show. There are conversations that we brought up and they triggered a lot of emotions, But do you know what? It's because if you don't tell your story, you'll never inspire no one.
Yes.
If you don't tell your story, utakuanga tu, they want to see
Perfect.
The perfect,
the perfect Betty. You understand?
Or you can have bad days, you can be
Yes.
broke, you can
Yes,
be
you understand?
all those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you understand. most of these times we don't want to show that we have failed before. You understand? And that's why my wife doesn't shy off from saying, we were told no several times.
Yes, yes.
We are not bitter.
Yeah.
Because it was a learning curve. It was a learning process.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
And now we're here. Okay? Through this, we will be learning. Kama kwa show, one of the things that we have exposed so much is our sad times in the last 7 years. And there are things I did to Diana, she has never healed. You understand? And there are things she did to me, maybe I have never healed.
Yeah.
And as we speak about them, we inspire people
Yes.
as we heal in the process. You understand? But if we become a perfect couple in the public,
Yeah. Haitasaidia mtu.
you
Yeah,
understand?
and it's fake.
And that's what we run away from.
Yeah.
Never.
Somebody would say that is simping. What is your feeling about this whole, oh, Bahati is just simping?
To Diana B. I mean ni simpa. Hiyo nao nakubali.
Wewe ni simpa. Hata umetupatia jina mpya. So you don't mind about people, yeah, because this whole male thing of like, oh, you know, a man has to be like this and rough and
This is the one I love.
yeah, mbona ukuwe
This
mrough?
is the one that God chose for me.
Yes.
I need to protect her.
Yeah.
I need to love her.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know, you can never love while you're trying. The Bible says, women, respect your husbands.
Yes.
And husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the
church.
The church.
Yeah.
How do you love? You die for the one you love.
Yes.
You simp for the one you love. Hallelujah.
You simp for the one you love. I love that. I love that. So we're about to finish, come to a close, but I have some quick questions I want us to answer quickly.
Okay.
So who snores the most?
I stop. No, I stop.
Huyu sasa kuna
Used to.
kwanza tukianza kudate kuna saa alikuwa na kitu ilikuwa inaitwa akipiga unasikia anapiga
Saina says.
Alikatia hiyo kitu.
So Dara snores.
Used to.
Mira alikuwa na
Hakuna
shida.
used to.
No, I don't.
How do you heal snoring?
Sikia. Ushaona demu mrembo anangorota.
Listen.
Stop using snoring inikae mzuri.
Okay.
Unangorota mbaya. Unashangaa. Demu na mrembo yote anangorota.
Hao warembo ndo wanakuanga for some very funny behavior.
Okay, ni vile tuko kwa TV. Diana, unajua alikaa miaka 3. Sikuwaisikia hata akipass air. Miaka 3 unajua alikuwa mtu ile kile shoots ile mtaani niko wala itachoma. Niko ile miaka 3 tumende the fourth year.
She's never passed gas.
The fourth year ndio sasa ameanza kukua. Kasema kumbe demurembo vile.
Okay, she can pass gas.
Okay,
so then
unajua ukisema pass gas ina sound poa.
Ina sound poa.
Pass air.
Pass air. Paka 3 years later.
Au ulinikuwa umenicontrol pia.
Haiwezi kuonyesha hiyo side hiyo inakuja after tumeshazoeana na hatuwezi achana.
Ukiingia bathroom una spray.
Una spray ama unaongoja unaenda bafu nyingine. Ziko the same. So who starts the arguments most?
Arguments.
Yeah. Ile tu kuchochana we no.
Okay, mimi let me tell you, mimi napenda if na feel kitu si poa, I will approach and I will say this is. Lakini now my wife, you need to bring the truth in stages. She doesn't like straightforward truth.
Anakio ati
Lazima ulete unajua.
No, in short, Betty, I love to argue.
Yeah.
He's very chilled. No, he's very chilled and laid out. So tukikosana ananiambia, okay baby, nimesikia pole. And I'm like, no.
Saki pole immediately.
I want to release, like my heart is heavy.
Yes.
I want to talk. Let's talk
feel
about it.
I'm easy to let go. I'm
Yeah.
easy to apologize.
Yeah. So you're the one who apologizes first. All the last my quiver. Who is the best parent? Like who is akingia kwa nyumba, the kids are just like, mom.
Okay, mimi malaika ananikimbilia.
Because bado ni mdogo, hajakuelewa vizuri.
I think both of us differently because our children, I think, find love and comfort through us differently in different ways. There's a way I feel their cups. There's a way he feels their cups. So I think we tie on that.
Okay. Who gets hit on more?
Okay,
uliza na Kiswahili.
Okay, yani nani anakuanga hit on more yani?
Kukatiwa.
Kukatiwa bro.
Oh, kukatiwa? Of course that's me, man.
Uongo. Check you vile ni mrembo.
That umebaia msichana Range Rover.
So madem wanakamkwa DM yako?
Wanataka kukua
second wife.
Fourth.
Kuna wengine watatu. Kuna wengine wawili.
Is that something I don't know?
Na interview karibu mambo tuendelee.
Okay, sawa. Okay, hizo zingine kidogo nilikuwa nimezifikia lakini inaonekana hataweza kuendelea. But you guys, thank you so much. So what are we expecting from Bahati's Empire? I know today is the first day that it started on Netflix. You guys, we have to go watch. Nikitoka hapa say that's what I'm going to watch after nimaze kujiwatch tena kwa show.
Thank you.
But tell us, what are we expecting and why should people, you know, subscribe and do all those things?
Yeah.
And also, how can we help to get Netflix to get it on the global space, not just Africa?
Currently, first want to thank, of course, our fans in Kenya and in Africa. Right now, nimeangalia tu ratings high, imeshaingia kwa what everyone is watching, that is the number one. So, let's go and now make it officially number one on trending, because I've seen it's American shows and all that. So let's make it number one on trending, and let's go to @Bahati Kenya Instagram page right now and tag Netflix. Just tag and tell them, let this be watched globally, because we have so many Kenyans in Dubai, in Australia, and all this. Yeah. You understand? They want to connect and get inspired by this show.
Okay.
Of course, the first thing with the show, inspiring. This is a show that tells about our growth. Of course, as a couple, you know, also individually. That's why we have episodes that are giving individual stories, you know, and Staki niongee sana. I know I'll be back here. Hii munizoe.
Sasa si mnafanya kazi kutoka
munizoe kwa hiyo.
Corridors of TV47.
Yes, so expect class, good production, of course, and good entertainment.
Good entertainment.
Yeah.
Diana, last words?
Expect vulnerability and openness and boldness. I wanted to show people a side of me that they don't know. I wanted to show people that you can come from grass to grace. And I wanted to also tell people that the sky is not the limit.
Yes.
We also want to inspire young families. There are a lot of young families breaking up. And just to tell them that the person that you have right now, it's up to you to build that person, to build the kind of a man that you want in that house.
Yeah.
Mold that man. Of course, you cannot change a man, but mold that person to be the best, you know, person that you want to have in your family.
Yes.
And last but not least, marriage works.
Okay.
And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a full-time job. And get into that marriage or into that relationship 100%. Yeah. You cannot go in 50% and expect him to come in 100% and pour into you, you know? Okay. So there's just a lot.
Thank you, man. Ni kama tunaweza ongea the whole night.
And lastly,
trust
in God in all you do.
Yes.
Trust in God in all you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Bahati tutakuwa chapa. We want new music, please.
Sasa sasa.
Piga hiyo ngoma.
10 days haitaisha before a new song. Yeah. Leo Diana anasoma news.
Diana anasoma news, by the way. Diana, you know,
Okay.
Because you know you're unaka kama news anchor man.
For real?
Yes.
Amen to that.
Let's go. Look at her.
Huyu ndo anakuanga na kizungu yangu.
So just tell us what is your name and everything.
Unajua mimi nimezoea zile vlogs. Hey guys, what's up everybody? Tuko chilled and composed.
Don't worry. All right, come over here.
Okay.
Come have a seat over here. You're looking dashing.
Thank you.
Pole pole.
Asante.
There you go.
Okay.
Are you comfortable?
I am.
Okay. Sawa sawa. You can see the prompter properly. Kuna gonga gonga.
Mnakanga
Tukaangi hivyo, unakaa. Everybody has style yake. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna go for a short commercial break so that she can be able to, practice kidogo. But we're coming back for Diana B as a news anchor.
Yes.
All right.